Hey guys, this is J-Sharp Tutorials, and today I'm on my Marksman Sniper, and just like my last video, I'm trying out the um, voice commentary instead of the written annotations on the side of the video. Again, tell me if you like this style or not more than the other one, but just wanted to try it out, see what you guys think. This is my first level 65 match. I had enough comms to get fully PvP gear and about 3 or 4 pieces of ranked. So I'm pretty well geared. Trying out some alacrity as well in my augments, so should be a good game. Roll off the ledge to get in front of everyone, and then moving off to the side so I'm not directly in everyone's line of sight. Throwing off my dot on him and a penetrating blast, putting up an orbital strike so no one's going to cap behind us. And then I see a couple guys attacking me over there, so I throw the accuracy debuff on them and then start DPSing. Flashbang kind of failed because people were attacking him, but I'm getting some good kills. My pushback to avoid the tech attacks, roll over here to LOS some of them. Looks like I'm still getting followed, so I push back again. Saw the saber reflex, so I stopped. Stun and my shiv to get the movement increase. And then DPSing this guy since he's on my merc, so I can push him away. But then I see this mercenary on me again, so I switch back over. Doing some pretty good DPS, but there's a lot of people on me. I rolled right in the middle, and then I moved to the side so I can push both of them back, and then went back to my healer. So by that, I just made a lot of space and room for myself so that my healer could catch up, and I pushed him away from the node, which is always a pretty good idea. Again, throwing the debuff on those two range classes that don't like me, and then going into cover again. Because of this positioning, I'm able to just attack the people that are on my healer, which is pretty useful. I saw the Juggernaut was not going down, so I put my healing debuff on him, and then finished him off. Hit him with the stun and the shiv again. That combo was really nice for kiting away melee class. Push back here to give room for my Merc, but he died anyway. Roll to the side, probably overextended it a little bit for my healer, but my healer is pretty good and kept up with me. Flashbang, and then I was able to go back into cover, but unfortunately died. So pretty good run, had a lot of good heals there, but I was able to keep up pressure. My one criticism for that, I wasn't very focused. I switched targets a lot. I wasn't focused on the healer. So in the next round, you'll see me be a little bit more focused. Quick look at my utilities right there. I forgot to show that at the end. So I put a dot and a root on that jug. Quickly finished off this Marauder Juggernaut, so he can go on my healer, Sage. And then doing some DPS back here, making use of the 35-meter range. But then moving forward. Rolling gives me a little bit higher up the field, and then I get on the healer. I realize this is a healer, so then I mark him.
Shields are down. The enemy is damaging your bunker.
So I'm popping some defensives here, but not too many because it looks like only a Merc and I can out DPS him easily. We already capped, so I just root the Merc and then finish him off. Going back into cover, and then I used my pushback as a defensive, and then he was really close, so I decided to pop my healing just at the end, just in case, so I wouldn't be killed at the end. Unfortunately, it looked like the team capped west. There was a couple people heading south. I would stop them, so a quick root on one, and then open up DPS on the other guy. He wisely rocketed out, so after chasing him the last bit away, I switched targets and helped my teammate out here. So again, just kind of looking at the numbers, it looks like we had West taken care of, and so now I thought there was only one guy there, so I kind of positioned myself to root, but then once I saw there was 3 guys there, I called out, turned, and then rolled away to get away from all the classes. We had 3 on 3, so I wanted to cut the LOS and stay inside. Popping all of my defenses right now, putting down the accuracy debuff, using cover pulse, reset my defenses, again cover pulse, shield, entrench, everything I have. I roll as soon as the electronet wears off, use my stim, and then DPSing the one merc that is on me. So unfortunately I die there, but I'm able to buy my team a lot of time, and I can get right back in the fight. So quick root to my dot, and then I wanted to put my orbital strike or suppressive fire in there so I could stop everyone capping. It was a good push by him, but I was able to get right back into cover and then push him away. I rolled forward into another push so I could give myself distance from my team. Saw my healer was taking some damage, so I put up the protective shield. I'm trying to DPS all the people that are attacking him. Stun on one of the healer, popped a couple defensives, and staying inside my protective field. Quick takedown of the healer until he bubbled, threw the accuracy debuff on the merc, and then DPSing the other guy. Roll to the side to get near the other sniper and get myself away from the fight. Popping my stims, or my med packs, and then again, moving a little bit forward. And then a takedown and another fall through gets him really low. Fortunately I have the net on me, so it might have not been a great idea to move. But I rolled forward, fall, takedown, shiv to get the movement increase, and then moved away for the kill. Kind of off to the side here because I don't want to get died, but my healer's doing a great job of healing me up.
Southern artillery emplacement secure.
So now that I'm full, I position myself, root the merc, and then kill him very quickly. Now I see that there's a lot of people going west, but there's only one merc at east, and so instead of going west, I went east. This is kind of controversial, and sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. So I go behind the rocks, hit him with my dot, roll into cover. Fortunately, my penetrating blast got interrupted. Roll forward to dodge the heat seekers, and then continue DPSing. Entrench to stop the healer from stunning me. Putting the healing debuff on the merc to finish him off. Stun going into the cap because right now they got west and we just really want to cap as quick as possible. I try to push him back, but he got white barred, and so now I'm just trying to kill him as quickly as possible. At this point other people are coming, so again just going into cover again and just trying to kill them as soon as they come over. Threw down an orbital strike to help my healer, but he was going down really fast, so I rolled forward and pushed him back so that they would give him a break. And then I went into capping with my entrench and no one seemed to bother me. So I almost capped right here, I got stopped again, so I put my shields up, penetrating blast to knock the other guy away, moving out of the debuff area, and then continuing to DPS. A lot of people over here. I'm starting to get a little bit of focus on me, so I want to make sure my healer's alright. I see the, push one guy away that's on my healer, push the other guy away that's on my healer, and then just try to throw out an accuracy debuff on those guys attacking my healer, just basically trying to keep my healer alive, but there's like 6 guys on him, so there's not a lot I can do. Still getting some heals, so I roll away, reset all of my utilities, roll away again, dodge, but unfortunately a Juggernaut's able to catch up to me and steal the healing debuff. I try to push him back, but unfortunately the rock stops him. Going into cover, pushing him away with a penetrating blast, but unfortunately a Merc on the left-hand side finishes me off with a Heatseeker. But the good news is that while we were bothering them over there, we were able to cap south and west, and so I head back. Sorry, by the way, if this is kind of rushed and hurried. There's a lot of stuff going on that I'm doing, a lot of like little things, and I'm trying to point them out because sometimes it's the little things that are the most important. So I quickly see that we have more than enough people over here. See the saber reflect, so I kind of kite away.
The attacking team's bunker has been damaged.
Nobody seems to be spawning, so I'm kind of indecisive about what I should do. So I end up just taking the damage buff, and again it's that healer this time, so I wanted to use the cover of the ridge to sneak behind him. I had a little bit lower health, so I stopped before he could see me underneath the ridge, checked the other spawn point for enemies, put a dot on him, put a root on him, went into penetrating blast. I went into entrench right before he got the whirlwind off, so he just wasted that. Reset my instant snipe, went into the ambush with all of my power up, interrupted the innervate, put my healing debuff on him, and made him force barrier. So I go quickly to cap, and then as soon as he gets out of his bubble, I stun him. He has to break, so I stun him again, and then that way I can hit my takedown and a penetrating blast and kill him. So that was pretty good. It's sometimes not easy to take down a Sage healer, but as long as we use our stuns correctly and our healing debuff correctly, it's not too bad. So at this point we actually triple cap him, but we're about to lose one. I forget which one. So I'm just kind of hanging out here. This isn't great positioning, so I readjust myself off to the side, and that way I can see the whole map. But then I see, oh, there's the healer coming back, so I want to kill the Merc as quickly as possible, throw my debuff on him, go into cover. Fortunately, the healer's right on him, so there's not a lot I can do. I put my healing debuff on him, try to take him down a little bit quicker, start popping my defensives, and luckily the other sniper and I are able to take him out. I used my cover pulse for the force and attack help, and then I roll in close so I'm able to finish him off and dodge his other attacks. So that's pretty good.
Southern emplacement lost.
Just checking him out. I see there's this one guy in the ridge. This sniper has the exact same idea as me to use this ridge, so I think we both root him, or he puts the dot on him, I root him. I use AoE to totally negate his saber reflect, going into cover again, and then unfortunately he has a shield. I push him away before he can jump on my other sniper, and then roll forward to continue the DPS. Put up an orbital strike there just because why not, they might try to cap, and then ambush him, a little bit overkill, but I wanted to make sure he'd be dead. Entrenched there so he can get to me. Used my roll and Imperial Preparation to get away. I rooted the Juggernaut so he couldn't jump on me, and then got the healing debuff, or healing. So then going from range, trying to help my other sniper, I put the accuracy debuff around him so that the melee attacks will miss, and then move forward with the shiv to finish him off. Then I go debilitate the healer, and then start some DPS on him. Unfortunately, he bubble stunned me, so I rolled to the other side, used my cover pulse to have extra protection, put an healing debuff on him, interrupted his heal, and then just started DPSing the heck out of him. I forgot to entrench though, so I kind of got screwed there, but luckily it was the end of the game and it didn't matter. So a pretty good game there. I was able to stay pretty mobile and do a lot, and I felt like I made a pretty big impact on the game. Decent amount of DPS, still not as high as I'd like, but this was, as I might have mentioned before, my first game.